taking off my casual hat, putting on my professional one. We're going to get started here. Dustin, are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Excited.
Alrighty. Alrighty, let's get it. Um, Welcome, everyone, to the K12 Esports League Winter 2026 Banquet. Dustin and myself, we are so excited to be here and celebrate the amazing Winter 2026 season with everyone, including our parents, learning coaches, guardians, coaches, and most importantly, our players. We don't get a chance to chat with y'all too often outside of the streams, and so we really look forward to running these banquets at the end of the fall season and the winter season. It has been an amazing year of the K12 Esports League, and we are officially done with the competitive seasons, right? A few things we do have coming up in April and May that you all can join. We will call out at the very end of the banquet, so do not leave early. With that being said, most of you know who I am, but if you do not, my name is Robbie Menegdig. I am the K12 Esports League Commissioner. Super excited again to run this banquet. I am joined here today by my friend and coworker Dustin, who is one of the league coordinators, or the only other league coordinator. Dustin, do you want to say anything before we get into this one?
Sure. No, this was my first season on this side of things. Some of you may have remembered me from the Viva days and stuff as a Viva coach. So I appreciate this has been a truly great school year with both seasons involved. So excited to be able to some of you guys out this evening as we kind of get into the meat and potatoes of things.
Absolutely, and let's get into the meat and potatoes. Before we get into anything else, we got to call out a couple quick stats, which are absolutely insane. Number one, the matches played across all 6 games. So we talked about this at the last banquet, but for the fall season, we did 1,338 matches between regular season and playoffs. This season, we added 13 more, being at 1,351 matches total, bringing our year's total to 2,689 matches played. Absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to everyone that participated and made that number possible. Our leadership is mind blown at that number. So super, super amazing. Super happy to be able to facilitate that much. And I mean, a lot of that comes from the new chess format, the arena that we did run for the regular season. And shout out to each and every one of the schools that do participate with us. We grew uh, substantially this year, up to 45 schools participating, whether it be in just one game or all games. Every single school here, we do want to shout out and just say, again, this league is not possible without y'all. But with those stats out of the way, here we go. We are into our winter season results. Most of you probably already know who our top 3 were for every game, but let's call them out very quickly here. Number 1 for Valorant, shout out to the Wava Orcas taking that first place in the Valorant season. Second place goes to K12 PEA Valorous Wolves, who got second place back-to-back seasons. Shout out to y'all. That first place just barely avoiding. I feel like next year maybe your year. We'll just have to see how it breaks down. In third place for Valorant this season, the Vava Bees Tech Cats team. And moving forward with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the K12 PA Alpha Wolves squad, who had an insane year. They actually ended up going 18-0 between the fall season and winter season. So shout out to the Alpha Wolves team. Second place for Super Smash. We are looking at the Kava Bears, and third place this season were the Vava Bees Stargazers.
And for Marvel Rivals, again, just another quick shout out. We had 17 teams start out this school year with that fall season and everything. So huge numbers for a first year game. But a big shout out coming in first again in the varsity category is the Kava Bears. Guang Guang's EOMM Demons. Love the name there. K12 PEA Alpha Wolves. Team Don't Hide coming in second, and the Vava B Bubble Buddies coming in third. We did open the open section for Marvel Rivals this season, so shout out to the Kava Bears, Khonshu's Disciples coming in first. In second place, the NCVA Bears, and then in third place, shout out to the Tiva Bobcats, team number 2. Thank you all for that great season. Moving on into the Rocket League sector, we have Ova Cardinals coming out on top this season. Kava Bears coming in second yet again, and then INGDA, a very hard fought third place for this upcoming season. So shout out to these teams who placed in the top 3 for the season.
And moving into chess, ladies and gentlemen, for our blue bracket, a reminder that was our top 16 players from the regular season. Put into that bracket, we had I Rook rolled you, JC the Great. So many name changes over the years. Taking that first place, again, a legendary run from you, JC. Second place, Dr. Evilman 12, also from Kava. And then third place, is Budgie 10 from the MGLVA Surge. The teal bracket, our top 17 through 32 players from the regular season. First place, again, the K12 PEA Wolves player King Saki. Second place goes to Heston from the Idaho Cyberwolves, who came into this season for the first time and actually made a huge impact. Shout out to you, Heston. And third place going to Dead Zone 222, also from the MGLVA Surge. And finally, our Fortnite winners here. For varsity, our Wava Orcas team number 1 going absolutely crazy on the map. Second place, the NCVA Bears, who had a consistent season, so super consistent. And third place, our Dark Horse were not in top 3 going into the final week of playoffs for Fortnite. Ended up making it to third place, the Kava Bears team. And for the Open League, Tiva Bobcats team 1 with also a very consistent, very well played season. Second place was the Lavka Pelicans team Chill team, and then third place the Vava B squad. Shout out to all of our Fortnite teams and all of our Fortnite players for what I would say is the smoothest season we have ever had at the K12 Esports League. But again, those are our winners for the season. Most of us probably already knew all of that. Going into our season MVPs here. Starting off with Valorant, we have our MVP award going to none other than Silly Sniper from the Wava Orcas. Absolutely went ballistic during the playoffs, especially championship day and matches. Silly Sniper, amazing, amazing Valorant player. MVP award, absolutely deserved there for you. Some honorable mentions for Valorant, though, as the race was very, very tight here. Rox, also from the Wava Orcas team, had an incredible final day as well. Striker 4077 K12 PEA Wolves going crazy on the map. Freezer from the Vava Bees, who got our MVP during the fall season. And then wanted to shout out as well from the Tiva Bobcats team, Zinc, who actually played amazing in the semifinals, barely losing to the K12 PEA Alpha Wolves. I'm sorry, Valorous Wolves in that semifinals matchup. Shout out to all of our Valorant MVP honorable mentions. Moving forward to Smash Bros, our MVP award, back-to-back seasons does go to the sibling pair of Legend who um, play on either Pit, Dark Pit, or Sora primarily from the K12 PEA Wolves team. Absolutely insane on the Nintendo Switch. Shout out to you, Legend. A great year for the sibling pair there. But as always, some honorable mentions for the Smash Bros. Ultimate season. We have Asaya, also from the K12 PEA Wolves, rounding out that team as their third very, very solid player there. The Vava Bees player, Mono Aether, always going crazy with their hero pick. And then gotta shout out DJ Danger from the Kava Bears on that Rob. Tippable gameplay. And that is where I'll leave that.
Yeah, and heading into Marvel Rivals, we have none other than the Jarson coming in from the Kava Bears on Iron Fist, primarily, and then Daredevil throughout the season. Just every time they were on stream, making some huge plays, getting some major eliminations and everything within most of those games. So kudos to the Jarson for getting MVPs. But some of the honorable mentions that we have for Rivals coming in. Sergeant Squirt, also from the Kava Bears, doing some crazy things within these games. Shui from K12 PEA Wolves, also again going nuts. I believe the only one getting the Hexa so far that we saw on camera this year. And then Bruno Not Mars from the Vava Bees doing some really, really good stuff on the Jeff throughout the season as well. So kudos to these honorable mentions for Marvel Rivals. And I think we have just a couple more on that front as well. So quick shout out here to Pipsologist from the Kava Bears, always tanking on the Hulk and everything. And then Aquix from the Lavka Pelicans, getting some really, really good damage in on the Phoenix character and everything. So again, kudos to these honorable mentions. So many good players though this season by far. For Rocket League, coming in on the MVP award, none other than Sith from the Ova Cardinals. Always doing some crazy plays, always just coming out of nowhere to make some crazy saves in those goals and stuff too. So shout out to Sith. But again, some of these honorable mentions coming in for the Rocket League season is going to be pretty huge. We have Xenobug from INGDA, always consistent setting up his team and making some plays himself. Cookie from the Kava Bears, just doing outstanding. Broken Heart from the Ova Cardinals, aka Braden, definitely getting Sith set up, and everybody, you're always in the mix there. So a huge shout out to these players for doing a phenomenal job this season.
And moving on to chess, it's really hard not to award the MVP to the winner of the season. And so I rolled you, Kava Bears, JC the Great, winning the MVP award once again for this winter 2026 season. But we do have a few honorable mentions, of course, being Dr. Evilman and Budgie from Kava Bears and MGLVA, respectively. Also, need to shout out King Saki from K12 PEA one more time. Very, very consistent, working on their chess gameplay quite a lot. And I did see the progress over the season. And then in the middle there, we do have Heroes of Olympus 6-7. And chat, I will give you 1 minute, okay? And then no more 6-7s. But Heroes of Olympus came in just this season, played super, super well, and actually ended up getting a top 3 for one of the weeks, which was very surprising to me when I was doing the scoring. So Heroes of Olympus, shout out to you, and shout out to all of our honorable mentions here for chess, and finally for Fortnite. Hard one to pick always. It's such a hard one. We have so many players in Fortnite. Everyone is so good as well. But this season's MVP award will be going to Exos from the Wava Orcas. Just so active on the map. I feel like they're really the player a lot of the times for Wava that is just initiating their team fights and opening up every team fight with a quick knock. So Exos MVP award for Fortnite goes to you this time. But again, with so many players, we have a few honorable mentions here. Number one, got to shout out the rest of the Wava 1 Fortnite team. Roshkin, Rocks, and Bat Bear Jam, or Too Silly with the name change. You all, teamwork is just on point, shots on point, builds on point. Wava 1 Fortnite team is just so good, right? But outside of Wava, other amazing players as well. Razmega from the NCVA Bears, always as well, just on point with their shot, and really I feel like leads that NCVA team to a lot of their end games. Subject Rex from the OHVA Cardinals as well. OHVA White, your Fortnite team. Really impressed. Dustin and myself this whole season saw a lot of progress. So Subject Rex, shout out to you, and a few more here for us. We have Dizzy from the Idaho Cyber Wolves, Livid Livy from the OOS Yetis, and Yoshi from the Kava Bears. Shout out to all of our MVPs and MVP honorable mentions for this season. Well deserved to all players. And with this, it's really hard not to shout out so many more people. So Dustin and myself, we spend a lot of time choosing who we think should earn these, and that goes without saying that we feel that a lot of y'all deserve honorable mentions for all of the games involved, not just Fortnite. And so I mean, just shout out to every single player. You guys make the season so fun to watch. But we will be moving into individual player awards now. Before we get into it, I do want to call out that these individual player awards are nomination based, right? So they come from the nomination form that you are able to fill out prior to this banquet. And so, you know, if there's a lot of players from a certain school and not so many from another school, it's just because there was more nominations from that school, and for these, we feel like most of our players in the league do deserve them, but we want to shout out these specific ones because you were nominated by your teammates. So moving into it, Dustin, take us away.
Yeah, so starting out, we're going to go with the most improved award. These players have shown the greatest improvement over the course of this season. So quick shout out to Shockburner, Hornbucks, Labo Star Wars, Unknown Raven, Reds, Kashua, Chikala, Cavern, Canna Whip, Enkai, Emperor Alley, Sunset Warrior, Roshkin, 140 Hertz, Rambo, James, Eminent Shadow, Ivy Fly, Livid Livy, and Glitter Joy. Those are the most improved player awards for this season. Moving forward, as we continue with a laundry list of names, which is absolutely awesome. Uh, for the Resilient Player Award, these players have demonstrated an unwavering spirit and determination, overcoming obstacles with grace and strength. We have Pico de Gio, Sheriff Doug, Eterna Sugar, Drip Eddie, Small G Nate, Real Steel, Give Us the Trash Can, Labo Star Wars, Chrome, Vincent JK, Emmy, TDD Dog, Kuromi, Seiji, Inception, and Always Dan. So congratulations for getting nominated for the Resilient Player Award for the season. Heading into the Stellar Supporter Award, these players may not have had MVP stats on paper, but they always put it on the line for their team. That's going to be Seraphim from the Kava Bears, Annihilate, Gigi Sickle, Murray the Third. I apologize. There's a lot of Murrays. Hunter P, Hornbucks, Mixer Fire Ace, DMGT, Bell Bacon, Ivy Fly, Tommy M, Nate Cole, Kane, GN Hawk, Killer Frost, Toxic Clown, Finney, Aiden is awesome, Peekaboo Boo, Rogue SG, Kuromi, and Timu Worker 67. Congrats to the Stellar Supporter Awards. Next award is going to be the Best Sportsmanship Award, and these players embody the spirit of fair play, respect, and integrity, both in and out of the game. We have Bubbles, Flex Flame, Pico de Gio, I Eat Bubbles, which I thought was kind of funny, having Bubbles there before, Gaming Boy Nola, Moki Yuki, Luminous Yippee, Murray the Third, Kaismar, Xenobug, King Tut, Tufa, Titan Fighter, Roshkin, Too Silly, A. Yavers, Lego Master, and Envy Tuna. Congrats for those getting nominated for Best Sportsmanship. And then the last award that I'm presenting is the Above and Beyond Award, and these players went out of their way for others, both in game and out of game. This goes to Shockburner, Petty is Better, Gun Gun, Bun Bun, Skylander, Broken Heart, aka 2 a.m. Braden, Matt DLG, Fireplace, Dr. Ouija, Red Creeper, Kane, Little Smiley Face, Dr. Evilman, Melly, Dark Helper, Killer Frost, GN Hawk. Okay, I always get this one. Like Iwazaru, I think is correct. Exos and Seiji. So congrats to the Above and Beyond players. You've done an exceptional job, and I'll turn it back over to finish out the individual awards. Oh,
Yes.
I forgot. Yeah, forgot this little intersections. I made this.
Yep. I want you to take it away because you did make this one.
Yeah, you're good. So as we did in the fall season, I tried to make it a little bit longer this time to try to include a few more clips. And if you're not in here, please don't take it personally. There's so many different clips to go through, so many good ones that we didn't even get to showcase. But here are some moments from the winter season. If it's a little laggy, I'm going to put the link in the chat for you in case you want to view it for later. Enjoy.
Yeah, and before I click through, actually, this is a 4-minute long video with so many clips, but honestly, we could have made an hour-long video. So we had to, and shout out to Dustin again, he made this one, had to cut it down quite a bit. So if you had a crazy clip and it's not in here, promise we have it. We know what you did, but this is what we ended up cooking up. And again, shout out to Dustin.
Very good kickoff, however, going right to Chrome. Good for the interception. Friendly fire is going to cross it big. The world's best plat.
Still alive, though. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick up your teammate there. Going to be able to take down Boo Boo is Cookie and also get the shotgun shot. My goodness.
Keeps outgunning Texas.
Oh my goodness, Malcolm Todd with the swing once more. Gets a second one.
Could this be an ace for Malcolm Todd here?
I mean, calling an
He's
ace on 2 kills is crazy.
There's a third,
but
a fourth.
you might be
It'd
right.
be in
He
one
checks the
hit,
corner.
An ace for Malcolm Todd.
If Lavka is never, is at any point not touching the convoy or in the vicinity by a Shui with the Hexa.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can still take with the bishop. There you go. Still threatening checkmate on h8.
And with this King K rule, anything is possible. 107%. Oh, and oh my goodness, the final stock being taken.
Do it though, looking right. We've got one for fatal error.
Just
Got one
asking a
behind it,
lot.
though. He's getting pushing more towards sight.
Yes,
Looks like he's gonna set up a one. Danger girl. Sneaky Pete gonna come in from behind. Through the smoke.
No, wait. No, wait.
It's
He's
up to
holding
Serpent to get it. He gets the half.
Makes it. It's Glasswood. Does he have time? Does he have time? No way. There's no way. There's
What is it?
Oh my gosh.
Junior with the most impressive comeback.
We do have Magneto ults from both sides. Incoming Scarlet Witch ult comboed with the Namor gets 3.
Wow, what a play.
They did finally find Puppy Bug here. In a bit of a sticky situation, though. Kind of backed into this corner. Oh, but Exos making his way in and is actually going to get eliminated.
Recognize that Chrome may miss and keep. He was able to keep their possession. Orange team with the wide open net.
What a
Oh
shot!
my goodness.
Takes. And after that exchange, White had to sacrifice a minor piece back for a pawn, so now White's only winning by 1 point. And Budgie 10 has really made a strong comeback.
Coming out here in set number 2 with a point to prove, as they do take the next stock from Legend as well. But Legend said, man, I gotta get you. We'll answer right back.
Not why it peek out, which is probably the smart thing to do, especially
DJ
against.
with a crazy play. You're gonna open up a 4K.
Storm really deep. We'll get a couple shots taken onto them. Luckily, they were popping that wingsuit. They should be able to rotate out successfully here as Frag from the K12 PEA squad will get absolutely melted.
Those demolitions and everything does bring them back a little bit. And a really good setup. And Xenobug able to make another goal for this INGDA team.
Both are over at 100%. This Piranha Plant gets off the stock at 126%. He is going to have to play extremely precise here.
As the queen is pinned against the king, so takes, and King Saki has found a really nice winning tactic here.
One, and it's a tank, so no one will die on the side of Bubble Buddies. The Jeffel will eat, I think, geez, 4K for the Jeff.
Again, shout out Dustin. What an amazing video. Again, so many clips from this season. We could only put in so many, but just some amazing gameplay all around. You all are incredible. But we will be moving forward. Let's finish off our individual awards here. First up is Community Builder, who this award goes to those who not only make their teammates feel welcome and supported, but also their opponents as well. Just a great member of the community in the K12 Esports League. We have Pico de Gio, Gummy, Seraphin, Strad Robbie Fan. Shout out Seiji, Vincent, Xenobug, Small, Nate, Fireplace, King Tut, GN Hawk, Chickalaya, Shui, Mixer Fire Ace, Tuna, Iwazaru, 333, Rogue, Trogdor, the Lemur Jedi. Shout out Trogdor, love your name. And Umbreon Scythe. Moving forward here, we do have the Leadership Award. These players show leadership inside and out of the game. More importantly, though, inside the game, making those play calls, keeping the team on the same page, and keeping everybody calm, cool, and collected. Getting the Leadership Award today are Kane, Sith, Luminous Yippee, Gungan, Tuna, Daitaku, Helios, Subaru-chan, Stats, Aiden is awesome, Nth Skulls, Fireplace, Pico de Gio, Freak, 88, Yoshi, Flex Flame, Rocks, Always Dan, Seiji, Alex, Space Cove, TDD Dog, and 2 exclusive Alex. Shout out To all of you, leadership is something that you will absolutely learn through the K12 Esports League, whether you're a captain, not a captain. It is very important that you, inside and out of game, do learn that while you're participating with us. Moving forward, funniest teammate. This player makes every match just absolutely hilarious and a pleasure to play in, whether you're winning, whether you're losing, somewhere in the middle. These players, they are hilarious. So starting us off, we got Reds, Sergeant Squirt, Hex Depression, Faithful, Seiji, Black Haven Jr., Fear, XRVO, Zen Lightning, Rambo, Mander, Malcolm, Todd, Freezer, Fridge Money, Fireplace, Detry, Evil, Eminent Shadow, Lyric Essence, Viper, Cavern, Don't Turn Around, 45, Hornbucks, and Iabers. Keeping the chats, keeping the vibes funny is always a big W. But speaking of vibes, our most vibey award. This award goes to those that, bottom line, just bring the vibes. They make every time you talk a good time. This award does go to Tragic Nas, Bun Bun, Landan GH09, Cookie Cake, Beans, Tuna Ski, Reds, Sheriff Doug 13, Pico de Geo, Shui, Ivy Fly, Canna Whip, Undiff Boy, Too Silly, GB Nola, Dark Helper, Bruno Not Mars, Dr. Ouija, King Cooper, Tristan Cole, and Eminent Shadow. Shout out to y'all. Keep the vibes up. I'm a very vibey person. Love when the vibes are high. But that'll do it here for our individual awards. Legacy players. We have too many of you to shout out. And with what we received, we know we were going to be missing too many of you as well. So with that being said, right now we just want to shout out all of our legacy players who have been here for 2+ years, or even if this was your first season and you know that you left an impact on your program, your esports teams, your coaches, your fellow players. This award does go to you, and we know who you are, and you know who you are. So shout out to all of our legacy players. Once again, too many of you to name. We would have been here for an extra hour. So to our legacy players, we appreciate you more than you know. If you are not a senior and graduating, we hope that you come back and continue your K12 Esports League legacy. But we are now moving on to our school awards. First award up here is the GG Award. Dustin, go ahead and take us away.
Absolutely. The GG Award are the schools or teams who you had the most fun facing off against. So shout out to the Viva Bees, the Kava Bears, MGLVA Surge, NCVA Bears, and the OOS Yetis for this GG Award. Congrats on getting that. And I'll turn it back over to you for the Scrim Partner Award.
Yes, very similar to the GG Award, but the Scrum Partner Award, just a little bit different. I think the GG Award, that's a team that, you always have fun playing against. The Scrum Partner Award is the team that always gives you a run for your money. It's always a crazy match, and is one that, you really want to beat because they always give you that run for your money, right? So shout out to the K12 PEA Wolves, Wava Orcas, OHVA Cardinals, INGA Dragons, and Tiva Bobcats. All very good programs, all with very, very good teams. It is no surprise that they did win this award here. Moving forward, our most improved school award. Dustin, go ahead and take us away here.
Absolutely. When we were deciding this, there's a lot of different factors that go into it. They obviously won some championships, always was very, very consistent with showing up with Marvel Rivals as well as Valorant, even given the season, and some huge, huge improvements between fall into winter season in Fortnite. So, and obviously the coaches and everything do a tremendous job with their program. This shout out for the most improved school award is going to go to the OVA Cardinals, Ohio Virtual Academy. Congratulations for getting the most improved school award. Fortnite team and like I said, Valorant team and Rivals team. Obviously, Rocket League. We get you. But but those, man, were some really good improvements from the fall to the winter season. So shout out to you all.
And moving forward now, we have our Excellence in Innovation Award, which is one that we decide to give to a program that is innovating. right? We're doing more. And so this school that is earning it this time did quite a lot this year. Number one, they brought on an alumni player to be their coach, which is the first time we have ever had that. And they stepped into this role as coach very, very well. Ended up making jerseys for their players that I think are still in the works, but it's happening to my knowledge, right? Don't quote me there, players from this school. They also were throwing up streams almost on a weekly basis, and also they brought in another school. So not only was this coach taking care of students at, and I'll bring it forward here now, Washington Virtual Academy, but they also brought on some students from Arizona Virtual Academy as well. So shout out to the WAVA Orcas for winning our Excellence in Innovation Award here today.
Yeah, next we have the Community Engagement Award. Again, another hard one to judge, but given the circumstances of this particular school, this coach and these set of coaches are very, very dedicated to their program. They've shown it by going to like different conferences and everything. They offer a numerous amount of streaming, have given some streams and shown some love to some other schools that even outside of their program. They have the merch. They're working on a lot of different projects and everything going on at the same time. So shout out to the Live Capelicans, Coach DeFore, doing a lot of different things to get their players as well as their school and anyone outside of that who's willing to support that program. A huge shout out to them. Congrats to the Live Capelicans.
Moving forward here, we are almost finished, ladies and gentlemen, but our best school award goes to none other than the K12 PEA Wolves this time. This may be a surprise to some of y'all, but with this season in particular, the Smash Bros team went 18-0, or 9-0 this season, 18-0 if you include the fall season as well. Got back-to-back second places in not only Valorant, but also Marvel Rivals, and their Fortnite team always staying in the mix, always making it to those end games, as well as King Saki and the rest of the chess players showing up on a very consistent basis, playing very, very well as well too, right? So to the K12 PA Wolves, shout out to y'all. You are awarded the Best School Award for this 2026 winter season, and this was a very tight race. Dustin and I had a lengthy conversation on who we did want to award this to. So again, shout out to the K12 PEA Wolves for this one. Moving forward, we have to give some coach shout outs here, right? Because without obviously you all playing with us, or more importantly, your coaches enabling you to participate with us at the K12 Esports League, what we do here is not possible. And it is a pleasure talking to and working with these people on a weekly basis for the K12 Esports League. And so we just have to take a moment to shout out each and every single one of our coaches. We won't go through the whole list here as that'll take quite a bit of time, but to our coaches, just know we appreciate you so much, and your students and players appreciate you so much. So for those of you here at the banquet watching live, I want you to either right now or after this banquet send a message to the coach saying I appreciate you, thank you, something along those lines, because without them, again, this is not possible. And they really put in a lot of extra effort, a lot of extra work, just so that you all can participate in the K12 Esports League, play the game of your choice, and compete, right? So shout out to all of our coaches. You all are amazing. And with that, our Best Coaches Award goes to a few here for us, the coaching staff over at the Cava Bears, Coach Ruggles, Chavez, Leverado, Turner, and I hope I'm not butchering your name, but Konings. Coach Ruggles bringing on extra help this year, teaching them the ropes, was really key for Cava's success. Lavka Pelicans, Coach Dufour, Gaspard, and Kashio, you all are amazing. To the Vava Bees, Coach Marshall, Hyde, and Dahlmeyer, absolutely did an amazing job this year after Dustin did leave to come onto my team, kept everything very tight knit, did a very, very great job. And then we can't give a best coaches award without shouting out April. Coach Von Osdol from the Idaho Cyberwolves takes care of numerous teams, numerous players, is on top of everything always, and does it all by herself. So shout out to all of our coaches that did win the Best Coaches Award here today. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready to talk about our postseason events. So the first thing that we do have coming up, starting in about a week and a half, I want to say, we have an Unreal Engine Fortnite Edition workshop. We will be walking y'all through what Unreal Engine Fortnite Edition looks like, how it works, and then at the end of it, hopefully you are confident enough to go and start creating your own Fortnite maps. That is the goal there for that one. On April 2nd, so 2 weeks exactly from today, we are looking at doing a Fortnite Zero Builds Day. It'll be just like our regular season with Fortnite, but we'll be playing no builds instead of builds. Please let your coach know if you are interested in participating so that they can let us know and we can make sure that you are on the list to be expected that night. Super Smash Bros. Solos tourney, we are getting more and more signups as the weeks do go on, but that is going to be a super, super exciting one. If you are a Smash Bros. Player and you have signed up for that, information is coming your way very soon so that you are well aware of what is going on there for that. And then finally, for April, we do have a Rocket League Duos tournament as well coming up. With that one, please as well let your coach know if you are interested in participating so that we can make sure that your team is set and put into our bracket for that. So that is all of our events for April. We do have some stuff coming up for May. We don't want to shout it out right at this moment because that's a month and a half away, but we'll make sure that your coaches know so that you can get that information. With that being said, thank you to our coaches once again, our players, and the learning coaches, parents, guardians that support you in this endeavor. It has been an amazing year. 2 great seasons. Thank you for joining us here at this banquet. To our non-seniors, we truly hope to see you back once again in the K12 Esports League next fall for the K12 Esports League, competing again, playing again, making friends once again. We do this for you. At the end of the day, you are our main goal. The students, the players that participate with us, we want to make sure you're taken care of, you're having a good time, and we're offering something that you want to participate in. So if you had a good time this year, make sure you come back next year. And to our seniors, we want to give our most heartfelt thank you to you all for being here, playing with us, and especially doing it with us during your final year of high school. Dustin and I wish you nothing but the best of luck as you move on to the next chapters of your life. Take everything that you learned being a part of your esports team into your lives as you move forward, whether you're going to college and you're going to be on an esports team there, or you're going straight into the workforce, or you're taking a gap year, anything in between. Hopefully you learn some leadership skills, some communication skills, some teamwork skills, responsibility, timeliness, all those sorts of things. They will help you for your life. And again, seniors, we appreciate you so much. Again, good luck with everything that you put your mind to. If you put your mind to it, you want to succeed, you will succeed. All right. Thank you all so much once again. I think I've yapped quite enough. Dustin, what do you got for us?
Yeah, absolutely. No, again, I mean, I think there's a lot of different things being said. Obviously, a huge shout out to everybody. Seniors, I agree. Yes, it may be a little sad transition, but so exciting at the same time for you guys. And I know that you're going to do some really good things. One thing I did want to shout out for those who may be interested in coming back next season. We've done it on every stream. I do want to thank the universities and everything. We wouldn't have not gotten the clips that we did and the footage that we did of the games without them. And they all have really good esports programs. If your coaches haven't shared it with you yet, we've tried to get a college directory of different esports programs. If you're interested in playing for fun or even more competitively, once you do pass on and graduate from K12, just a quick shout out to University of Idaho for taking on our Valorant streams. Concord University out of West Virginia for taking our Super Smash streams, providing some content there. Loyola University out of Louisiana for taking some of those Marvel Rival streams for us. Radford University out of Virginia for taking Rocket League. And, hey, why not? Quick shout out. Me and Robbie have been doing the filler gaps and everything. We've been doing Fortnite every single week, and then anytime a university couldn't, wasn't able to work it out with their schedule and stuff, we would try to take that on so that way we had coverage throughout both seasons and everything. But thank you all for just an amazing season, both fall and winter. It's just a huge, just grateful. That's all I have to say about that. Just a great season. Thank you all.